Well, it is Tuesday, Johnny Gobble. Yeah, you definitely surprised me. I really did think you were actually gonna try to like orchestrate. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting we can't use big words with you. How can I dumb this down for you? We thought you were going to put together a coherent statement or a watchable video on supposedly something so damning and incriminating. I keep forgetting we can't use big words for you. So you're just gonna have to bear with me, or just take a minute, get off the phone, and Google what I'm just saying. Anyway, so yeah, you decided to take a video completely out of context that has almost nothing of value to hold against anybody because you're not directing it to anybody. I keep forgetting we can't use big words with you. What I mean by directing it to somebody, it means kind of calling out somebody on it or sending it to directly somebody. The hashtags and the ads are not really helping. It's just kind of like you're just using the the bait for the views. And I understand that that's kind of your angle, but do you see how like you use that woman's video out of context with no direction, just to kind of, well, one, it definitely kind of tells us one thing, that you yourself cannot form a coherent sentence. And again, we can't use big words for you. Coherent means it's understandable from one person to another or one person to others. There you go. Because most of your videos are rush, like, off the cuff, completely incoherent and rambling. That's kind of what we get because there's no receipts, there's no video proof, there's no audio proof, there's no text format. There is almost nothing that holds any water. I'm pretty sure, I really hope you can understand that. I really do, because I don't know any other analogy to break it down for you, because we can't use big words with you, and we can't even use like viable coherentness here. Again, just take a few minutes to skip back to what I just explained what coherent means. Now, using that lady's video, you also did make yourself look a little foolish there, because you're saying that you are the victim, because most people that can read and study, they know how to kind of pick apart somebody's statement if they kind of pay attention. Obviously, you don't, because look, you yourself have to admit that you are the victim, because that lady's video is explaining to us how somebody is being bullied, harassed, because it goes to prime concept. It doesn't just go straight to, oh, this is how you're a narcissist, this is how you're a masochist, this is how you're being bullied. It's you yourself have to admit that you are the victim, but you also have to back it up that you are the victim. And that's kind of one of those things where it's very, very tricky. Why? Because you have to admit that you have been defeated. You have been a victim. And a lot of people don't like to admit that because they feel like they've gone lower. In your head, you're sitting on this weird high horse that's not there. I don't know any other analogy that I can use to simplify it for you. And simplify, I swear, it's very hard not to use big words with you. They're just regular words, but they're pretty big for you. Simplify, it's just another way of saying simple. Anyway, in your head, you're using this weird notoriety, I guess, of views and attention. And another thing we're going to circle back to, which is funny enough, it's actually called a circle jerk. I'll explain to you what that means in a minute. So, like I said, you're on your own imaginary high horse that this is keeping you up here. Now, you have to go ahead and bring yourself down, which you don't want to do, because that kind of comes down with being a victim. I've been a victim of many things. I'm not ashamed of it. But you, on the other hand, you're very ashamed of being a victim, even though you're not the victim, but you're portraying yourself as the victim, and you know it's not working. Why? Because you can't even formulate a coherent sentence, so you use others to form it for you. You didn't say a thing, you just let somebody else do it for you. That's kind of going to show also that you have no leg to stand on. Again, I don't know any other analogy that can simplify that for you. I already explained to you what simplify means. Now, another problem with this thing called the circle jerk. You have weird fans, and you also have people that don't like Ryan Upchurch, and they will subscribe to you just as they did in a long line of people. You don't know who I'm talking about? AJ Love, Fred Skinstone, Tessa, Spaz Reacts, and now you. The views and the subs are going to be there for a moment, and this is where the circle jerk problem comes in. I know you don't know what a circle jerk is. I'm going to explain to you as simple as I can, but it's kind of hard when people that don't have a correct understanding of word knowledge. So a circle jerk is you have 5 people, you're dead center, every which way comes down to the center, they're all agreeing with you. And the dangerous part of that is you take that as validation, meaning you are right. Those people are all wrong, and they're just making you in your head think that you are right. And that is also another word that I have to explain to you right now, a confirmation bias. What does that mean? It means whatever notion that's in your head, you are getting 5 different people saying that you are right, and you're just running with it. Now, that's the problem with your little circle jerk. And it's also kind of dangerous too, because your people are actually goading you up and revving you up so you yourself can make a fool of yourself, because like I've stated before in every video that I have, you are the coyote smashing into the wall, blowing yourself up, making yourself look like an imbecile, trying to catch the unattainable roadrunner. And the unattainable roadrunner for you is Ryan Upchurch. So, one more thing before we all take off and get back to work. You do not know what that is, so I don't really expect too much. I kind of expect you to just yell at your phone. And I know you're on this channel, and I know you're watching this video. I know you are. So, I'm going to leave you with this. Count your blessings and pray really hard that nobody comes up as dumb and obsessed as you, because the minute we do, you are going to go the way of AJ Love, Fred Skinstone, Tessa, Spaz Reacts. We don't hear a thing from them anymore, because as Upchurch has stated before in Spaz Reacts, you're not going to really find that video anymore on Ryan Upchurch's channel, because Spaz Reacts doesn't exist anymore. His channel is gone. And what he stated, and I quote, finding douchebags on the internet and roasting them is kind of our thing. That's Ryan Upchurch's thing and Creek Squad's thing, and they're pretty good at it. As the outsider looking in on Ryan Upchurch's way of when he roasts his people and the way Creek Squad roasts people, it's hilarious. So I leave you with that. Hope and pray you're still the next douchebag, or the current douchebag on this channel and on Ryan Upchurch's channel. Because if not, if they find another one, if Ryan Upchurch comes across another one, you're gonna be faded into irrelevancy. What does that mean? I keep forgetting. I can't use big words with you. That means you're gonna go away with the next morning's coffee grounds in the trash, gone forever. So I'll leave you with that. Everybody on the channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around, and y'all have a good day.